Briggs & Stratton Platinum. Hey everyone, Doug here. Today we're gonna change the drive belt on my lawnmower, and I thought I'd bring you along. I already sort of half started doing it, and then I thought, well, let's grab the camera, so I'll just quickly kind of zip it back together and we'll bring you along. I got a new drive belt. Wasn't too hard to find. I think it was about 20 bucks or something. Got a couple of these little blue filters, which I find that, you know, during the summer months when it's really dusty, you can eat through those. But there's the belt. It's definitely a V belt, 22 bucks. Hopefully you can see the specs on it. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to try to make a detailed video. Poked around online. I didn't see a lot. There was somebody else who had made a video. I think they kind of breezed over a few parts. It was pretty good, but this might be a long video because I'm going to try to make as much detail as I can. Nothing more annoying than when you're making a video, or you know, you're looking for a video and you find something and they breeze over too much. It's kind of like, you know, how did you do that? What did you do for this? You know, I want it more for dummies like me. So let's get started. First thing we got to do is, oh yeah, and this is an easy walk model. So first thing we're going to do is make sure this is turned all the way in. That's the tension on the drive belt. So when you pull the red lever, how much, you know, if you're finding that it's not engaging good enough, you twist it out a little bit, put a bit more tension on the belt. Hopefully that should fix it. But in this case, turn it all the way in. You want it as loose on the belt as it goes. And then we're going to take the battery box off. Got to remember what order to do this stuff in. Can't get ahead of myself. You know, I'm not going to be too worried about listing the exact bolt size I used. You know, some of the stuff you're going to have to figure out for yourself. It's not that difficult, man. 13 millimeter, and there's a big one. Take that out. These are hard to get out. Okay, it's just one bolt holding mine in. There's another bolt hole here that you see that it goes into. I think there should have been a washer there or something. I don't know. Probably lost it along the way, whatever. But you gotta get those two out as well because they hold the little underneath shroud that protects the belt. There's two of them, and they are 8 millimeter. So let's zippy zap those out of there. Alright, and there's another one over right here that comes out. Like I said, I've already taken this thing apart so all my bolts are loose. And you want to take your grass door, flip it up so it catches in the plastic thing. Like that. That holds it open. And then you got a couple of bolts back here. Make sure we're getting them here. One right here and one up here. Take those two off. Again, 8 mil. Try not to get my hands in the way. Okay, make sure you keep track of these little guys. I'm going to tip it to the left first, so the oil drain is on the bottom. And this is just how I'm doing it. Next thing we want to do is take the two back wheels off. And they are, what are they again? 14 millimeter. Okay, 14 mil, we can do that. Like I said, I already had everything apart, so pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, should just lift right off, no problem. Then you got this little protective piece here. Again, just lifts right off, no problem. Make sure you don't lose the little washer that sits down in there, like that. This is the drive cog here. Sometimes if you have those issues of when you're pulling the lawnmower backwards and it doesn't, the back wheels lock up, there is some little like dogs or whatever you want to call them inside here, I believe, that are supposed to release when you're going backwards. Now when things get all gummed up and old, they don't release, so the back wheels lock up. You'd have to probably replace these, because when you're going forward, that's when they grab to drive the wheels. But when you're going in reverse, they should release and you can pull the mower back easily. You know, when you're going in and out under your hedge or something like that. I think I learned that on the Donny Boy channel. But anyway, regardless, we got to get this, angle you down a bit more there, guys. There we go. Alright. We want to get this little guy here out. So again with the 6 millimeter. 8 millimeter! Crying out loud. Let me double check that. Yeah, definitely 8 millimeter. Okay. Okay. Should just slide off, no problem. And this comes off, no problem. Don't lose that little metal washer in there. Okay, and again we got to get this one out, not the big one, the little one, this one here. And this is just because it makes it easier to get at. It'll be more clear when we're done. And you know, if you take a couple extra things off, big deal. How often are you going to be changing the drive belt on this thing? This is probably taking off the original, I bet. Okay, you see this little bolt right here? This is what we take off next. And then this whole piece will come off. And I believe for that we are on the 14. I think we're on the 13 mil ratchet. All right. Socket, whatever. Oh, I should note, you know, for this instructional video, we've already got the blade off. I just put the bolt back in so I wouldn't lose it. Okay. Alright, so let's get that off. There we go. Nothing fancy there. Throw it over with our other two. And then this whole thing should just come off. There we go. And then this thing here just slides off like that. and it is keyed. There is a key down in the hole, and you can see there's a key right there that it goes into. Okay, and we'll go over these belt guides when we put it back together. Okay. Now, meow, as Erica would say. Oh, probably want to grab yourself some little needle nose pliers. And you see this spring right here? This is the spring that keeps the drive pulley loose when you don't have the belt engaged to drive the mower. So this whole shroud comes off, and whoops, the belt comes off too. So we'll get that off. We'll show you what to do. You might need to do a little finagling, so just pull it out, and then you see up top here, you're getting what I'm doing? You just grab your needle nose pliers, pull it out, this whole thing comes away. My suggestion is take the little spring out. You'll get it out, just finagle around with it. There we go. Alright. Okay. Put that over with the little shroud. Okay. Now, meow. Here is the pulley right here, and you can't get the belt off without taking the pulley off, because this little part here that holds the pulley on, this little piece of metal, well, you can see that right there, it holds the belt on so it doesn't fall off. But luckily for us, the pulley comes off real easy, because you just spin the pulley clockwise when you're looking at the bottom of the mower. You may have to put a wrench on it. There we go. Look at that. And then the belt just comes off. I should note that the pulley doesn't just spin off that easy. You do actually have to get a socket on that nut and use some vice grips or something to hold the shaft of the pulley so you can loosen it off, but it shouldn't be that tight. And as you can see, the bolt is there. What size is that? Well, let me figure out what size it is for you. It's 14 mil. You're not going to get a socket on there. Oh, you might get a socket on, but it's 14 millimeters. Okay. So, we're basically done with the taking apart part. So we're at the point now where it's up to you how OCD you want to be about cleaning everything. I don't know. It's an old lawnmower. Yeah, everything looks pretty gungy and rusty, but if I clean it all up, how long is that going to last? 2 mowings? 1 mowing? And if I go and smear grease all over everything, it's just going to attract all the dirt, and it's going to look like a big greasy mess. This thing is only used in the summertime when it's dry, so it's not getting wet. It's just, you know, a bit dusty. I don't think it's worth going to the trouble to wash it all off. It's more work than it's worth. I mean, yeah, it's a little dusty down, a little gummy and dirty down there, but whose lawnmower isn't? It's a lawnmower. Get the new belt. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. This belt is like feels like a piece of wet spaghetti. This belt, nice and new. Feels like a new pair of jeans. 421. Oh, this is the size too. Should get that in there. Oh, can we get that in? Are you focusing? 421 527. Made in the US of A. Alright, let's put it back together. Oh crud. I think I missed. I did. I missed one of the okay, well, take it off again for a sec. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure you get that belt around both of those guides. There's two guides there. It's a little hard to show on camera, but the belt needs to be on the inside of the guides, fully around the pulley, or you try to use it without it properly around those guides and you're going to wreck the belt in no time. So, take your time and double check everything you're doing. Tightening here. Alright. That's good. Okay, much better, much better. Okay. Alright, now let's put this big pulley shaft back on, and there's 1, 2, 3 belt guides. Looks like the last guy had it over the top here because I can see a big groove where the belt cut. As far as I know, all these should go on the inside, like that. So, put that on. I'm not exactly 100% sure that I've got the belt routing correct. It just looks like this is the way it should go since there's a big groove cut in that one belt guide. So I'm thinking it makes sense. I guess we'll figure it out when I put it all back together and start it up. If the belt lasts like 15 minutes and then flies apart, that's probably a good indication I had it wrong. Okay. Now we definitely start putting this old relic back together. What do we do first here? Oh yeah, okay, that part there. Oh, the little spring and shroud thing. Okay. So there is no good way to do this other than just keep finagling it. So put our spring in, and then it goes up like that. And we get our needle nose pliers. Oops. Like this. And we orient this thing right. And it goes in this. Here, let me show you. Okay, it goes in this one right here. That's the screw hole. This is the spring hole. There we go. better. Okay. A little bit of slamming and fussing, and she'll go in. Okay, as you can see there, we've got the spring back in. Okay, we don't want to make them too tight all at once because we might have to do a little bit of adjusting. Here and here. Okay. And I found it's best to stand up and hold this. Okay. Okay, let's tighten them all up. Okay. I'm going to put a little lithium grease on the wheel hub. Not a lot. Just a little. There we go. Like I said, it's up to you how, OCD you want to get about cleaning this thing. For one, I am not going to go crazy cleaning it. It's not worth it. Okay, 14 again. I'm not going to make it too tight. Alright. Where's my 14? Alright. Good enough. Alright. Back to the 8 mil. Last little screw here. Alright. Alright. It doesn't need to be very tight. We're not holding the hull of the Titanic down. Okay. And what do we got going on here? Okay, and then we're gonna just put the blade bolt in just to hold it because I want to sharpen the blade. Okay, and then this thing here. We need this screw here, and it goes into here. This thing here, you just kind of finagle it on there. Lock in. There we go. I think that's the 13. Yeah, it's the 13, guys. Okay, now. Okay, right here. Barely make them out. There you go. And they are also 8 mil. Doesn't need to be tight because you're just screwing into plastic. You'll strip that out in a second. Okay. And that bolt was for the battery box, which I am not going to include because I got a new battery and it doesn't fit the box, but I'm still going to use it, so I'm going to kind of jimmy rig something. Okay guys, there you go. That is how to change the belt on your Craftsman Platinum mower. I'm sure there's a million of these floating around out there. A little bit of an ordeal, but well worth it. Don't forget to turn that out a bit to get some more tension on the belt if your mower is not driving itself well. The self-propelled is not kicking in good enough. So I'm going to end it here. I might make, I'm going to sharpen the blade before I put it back on. That's why I didn't put it on yet, because, well, might as well sharpen the blade since, you know, we're getting the thing ready for summer, for spring mow. It's already the middle of March, so I'm going to just keep it rolling, and I might make a separate video, oh jeez, on that. Okay. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Definitely helps. Like I said, this is going to be a long video, but I'm not going to shorten it up too much or breeze through it, because I know when I'm doing something that I've never done before, all the help helps. Doesn't help to have a 2-minute video on how to change your lawnmower belt and you're like, well, that didn't really, that was no help. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Get my chainsaw out of the way. Alright. You guys don't want to know how old this Dremel is, man. I've probably had this since, oh man, the 90s? Something like that. Okay. If I remember what we're doing, we take this off. We should put this over here. Give it a flip. Let's see what I'm doing better. A little flip flop. Lollipop. Ugh. So I'm going to take this little piece off. Here is the, actually I think this piece can stay on. Oh wait, I forgot you gotta take this part off. Oh crap, I gotta take it all apart again. Well, that's okay. Screw this on. And it should not hit the top when you spin it. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, the bit's a little worn, but good enough for just cutting the grass, man. We just want the blade tuned up and sharp. We're not going to shave with it. Okay, how do we do this again now? I haven't done this in so long, I forgot. That's not bad. Okay, not bad, not bad. Here we got us a little fine flat file, and we're just going to take the burrs off the back. It's definitely sharp enough. It's sharp. Wouldn't want to shave with it. Might go through a whole box of Band-Aids. Okay. Let's do one more little thing. Let's just make sure that we're fairly, level with the thing. Oh, not bad. Not bad. It's good enough for me. Alright, so guess we gotta flip the lawnmower over one more time to put the blade back on, eh? Generally, the blade is going to spin in the anti-clockwise direction. At least for me it does here. So take this back off. Not to mention, as a general rule, the curvy part of the blade goes facing the inside of the motor. And it's got this little goofy star pattern here, which I hate. Okay. It's already got some anti-seize on it from before. And the spark plug's already out. Good enough. You don't have to go crazy on tightening it. Okay. Let's have a look at that spark plug while we're here. 13/16. Oh. It's a little gas soaked, but that's because we've had the mower on its side. You know, I'm going to say it's okay. You know, again, it's only the lawnmower, man. It's looking pretty funky in there. Put a little bit of I don't have any dielectric grease. See? It's kind of dirty. But for the lawnmower, it's probably fine. Okay, guys, we're going to leave it there. Lawnmower belt's fixed. Sharpen the blade. Might make a separate video out of that. There's the beast right there. Oh, try to get her in the shot. There you go. Wasn't too hard. A little bit of messing about, getting your hands dirty, but you know, I like working with tools, stuff like that. It's kind of fun. But the should be good to go. And I don't have any gas to test it out right now. So I got to go up to the gas station and get some gas. Maybe I'll bring you along for the first start when I do that. But as it stands right now, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, like, hey, even subscribe. Wouldn't hurt. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.